Okay, Michael, first things first, looking back at the weekend, it must have been a very disappointing result for you and the team.
Yeah, it was. It was one of our big goals this year was to defend the Challenge Cup, and after going back to back the last 2 years, it's really disappointing. But I think our biggest goal this year was the Super League, and we still sit in a very good position to do that. And as much as we'd love to have been back to Wembley, it's going to give us a better opportunity to win the Super League. It gives us an opportunity to rest some bodies and really prepare for the final push.
How do you think it will affect the team psychologically now? Because you probably you will have to play Wigan again if you want to lift the big one at the end of the season.
Yeah, we've got another game against them in the Super League, and hopefully we can get the results we want there. But our confidence certainly isn't rocked from the weekend. If anything, I'm more confident of our chances of winning in Super League. I thought whilst we didn't start well against Wigan, to be able to come back the way we did is something I haven't seen a team do against Wigan, and to do it with some key players missing as well gives us some confidence that at the end of the season we'll be ready to go.
What was going through your mind when you saw the team 22-0 down in nearly as many minutes?
Mate, to be honest, I even at that stage I didn't think we were out of the game. I think because there was so long still to go, we knew that we had the points in us, and we've done it a few times this year. Been 22-0 up after 10-15 minutes, so we knew we could get the points back pretty quick. We managed to do that, and in that second half, I thought we were on top and we're looking the team most likely to win, but didn't quite have enough to do it for 80 minutes, and probably chasing those points might have hurt us a little bit, and losing Dave Solomona as well. But like I said, we're probably more confident now of winning the Super League than we were before the weekend's game.
Do you think it was just too much of a handicap for the team, losing obviously Adrian Morley before the game and Harrison before the game, and then Lee Breers pulling out just before the game? Was that just too much for the team to overcome big losses like that?
No, I don't think so. We spoke about it before the game that we still thought we had the players on the park to beat Wigan, and 50 minutes into the game I thought we were going to win. We didn't play well, and that's why we lost it. I don't think it was because players were missing. It certainly would have been nice to have those guys there, and I think we probably would have played better with those guys there. But the players we put out there, I thought were good enough to win, and for 50 minutes, we were right in it, and I thought we were going to finish the stronger. So disappointed that we didn't get the job done, but certainly don't think that was any reason for the loss.
Two key incidents in that game: the loss of Solomona, who seemed to be opening up the Wigan defence. He scored a try, created one, and then he was carried off. And of course your brother doing the interception where everyone was hoping he'd go the full length of the field. Have you given him any stick about that?
I was meant to be the slowest of the brothers, but after seeing him on the weekend, I'm starting to rethink that. But we're probably two. I think the Solomona incident was probably more key to us. I think the stage when Joel took me in and said we were 8 down, and 10 minutes later we were only 2 down. So I don't think that was a big issue. I think even after that I kicked on player 1, so it's probably more of an issue than him not being able to get there across the line. So I think there's moments in a game you can look at moments in the first minute and the last minute, and they're all just as important as each other. And I think people get caught up with thinking about the last 10 minutes of games being what decides them, but for us the first 15 minutes decided the game, not the last 15.
The last 2 years when we've gone on to win at Wembley and we've had all the highs and drama of that, it's always been used as a reason why Warrington have perhaps fallen away in the playoffs. Do you see it now that you can totally focus on that and hopefully have a better end to the season?
For sure. If you look at the draw, we've got a game this week and then a week off, 2 more games and a week off, and then we're into the business part of the year. So we've got no excuses if we fall away in the playoffs. It's all going to come down to performance and making sure we turn up on the day to play. And I think the Super League's the judge of the best team in the competition. The Challenge Cup, whilst it's that is the history with it, and there's the grandeur of winning it, it's not a reflection of the best team in the competition. I think we've shown that the last 2 years. In 2009 we weren't the best team in the competition, and we probably weren't either last year, but we're still able to get 2 wins. So Super League, that judges who the best team in the competition is, and I think we're the best team. So to prove it, we've got to go win the Super League.
Looking ahead slightly now, Warrington have been making quite a few signings, including your fellow countryman Trent Waterhouse. What can you tell us about him?
He's a big unit, very skillful, and he's an experienced player as well. He'll bring a lot to our team, and I think the competition over here will really suit him. He likes to attack, he likes to offload, he likes to play with the ball, and it's all stuff that we promote at our club and in Super League. So he'll certainly fit in, and I think he'll enjoy the style of play. And I think the club again have shown that they'll go and do what needs to be done to get the best players and to win. And something I think's been a big turnaround at this club is the attitude of the coach and the owner in doing what needs to be done, to get the best out of the squad. And whether that's building new facilities for us to train or going out and signing a guy like Trent Waterhouse, they do what needs to be done.
Are you excited about the prospect of the warm weather training back home in Australia?
Well, I was, but we had about 18 degrees on the weekend and I got burnt. So, I'm thinking I've lost my Aussie skin, pretty much turning English now. So, I think as a squad it'll be good for us to get away together, and there'll be some good games over there to test us, and a chance to train with some teams that are probably run similar to we do and are very professional. So I think for everyone it's a good opportunity, but obviously for myself and the other Aussies it's a nice little bonus to be able to go back and spend some time with the family.
And your thoughts on going head to head against Matt King?
I'm not sure how often I'll see him. He tends to hide on his wing most of the game, so I know Joel's looking forward to playing against him, and it's going to be interesting for him. His first game back to be playing against his old club, so I know he's looking forward to it, and I think the boys will be looking forward to get hold of him as well.
Finally, we've just announced today that Warrington have signed Stefan Ratchford from Salford. What are your thoughts on that signing?
To be honest, I haven't seen too much of him. It's one of the things over here. There's only 2 televised games a week in Super League, and I haven't seen too many Salford games. But from what I've heard, he's a very talented kid and someone who covers a lot of positions. If you look at our squad, we are a bit older, and guys like Hodger, whilst he's still playing great footy, the opportunity to maybe throw someone in at fullback or on the wing or those positions during the year, will certainly help get him through a season. And Steph obviously covers a lot of positions, so certainly be valuable to us. And where his best position is, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure we'll get to see him in a few.
Okay, Michael, thanks for your time as always.
Too easy.